Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television, and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows that we do is Below Deck. Now, before we get into Below Deck, there's a few things I want to mention. First of all, I'm totally excited for this weekend, because this weekend I'm totally getting caught up on everything, because I have nothing planned. I'm actually doing an event on Saturday night and Sunday morning with Nancy Lee Grahn, who plays Alexis on General Hospital. But those are just like a few hours at night and a few hours in the morning. They're not like all day, because all day I'll be watching television. So I'm very excited about this. You have no idea. I can actually get caught up. I'm so excited. Okay, anyway, so that's one thing. Second of all, I had a really decent day at work today. It wasn't that bad. You know, it was busy. I had a lot to do, but I was doing a lot, and I didn't really even talk that much. And I'm not saying that, it's a good or a bad thing. That's just how busy I was. Okay, so here's the thing. And I want to also shout out to all of my friends. I've made a few new friends, and I wanted to shout out to my friends that I recently made. It's always nice to run into people that talk soaps and no soaps, because, I don't know. I just think soap fans are super cool, right? Because I'm cool. I'm just kidding. Okay, so anyways, but I do enjoy the soap fans, so I want to say welcome to all of my new friends. All right, so now let's talk about Below Deck. Now, if you were watching, you would see that on the last, the Sudsy recap that I did about Dancing with the Stars, the last one, I kind of went into a little tangent about Kate from Below Deck and how she's smute, which means she can't smell. And I mentioned how, remember when this was like 2 seasons ago, so I don't think I did a Sudsy recap for that season. I think I just did the last season. So do you remember when there was that big fire in the microwave because the popcorn caught on fire or something? I don't know. Actually, it wasn't the microwave. It was the oven, right? Because there was a bunch of oil because Chef Leon, Beef Cheeks Leon, didn't ever clean his oven, so it caught on fire. I don't remember, but the point is Rocky was trying to throw Kate under the bus and said that Kate, was drinking. And my thing is, bitch, if you know that she's smute, if something's burning and she's not in the room, how is she gonna know? I mean, honestly, how would she know? All right. Oh my God. So I was thinking about. Well, okay, wait. Let's rewind. So EJ. I love me some EJ. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but I don't care. I think he's so cute. And not just is he really cute, because he is super cute, and I totally see the attraction from Baker. I can totally get it, girl. Girl, I'm right there with you. But he's also got a really good work ethic, and he's very friendly, too. He was so nice to Kate in the mornings. He's a peach of a human being, and he broke my heart, as well as everyone else's heart, when he, except for probably maybe even Nico, he announced he was leaving the boat. That's upsetting. That makes me upset. I'm going to miss EJ. If I could create my own deck crew and have just the hottest guys on it, my deck crew would be Kelly Johnson, for sure, as the bosun, most definitely. EJ, Kyle from last season, and David. Right? Calm down, Trevor. I don't want David. I'm just saying he would be part of my all-star deck crew because he's hot. He is hot. Your husband or your fiance, he's hot. Anyways, sorry. Okay, so I'm really upset about EJ leaving, but what's funny is that he had a little chat with the captain, and he's talking to the captain, and basically he was saying that the boat that he I guess, works on full time wasn't ready or needed repairs or something, and now it's ready, so, and it's ready early, but so he has to leave. And, Captain Lee is upset, but, disappointed. He's not upset. It takes very little to get Captain Lee upset. Like, even like when it looks like, that's one thing I do enjoy about Captain Lee, and I respect, is that he is angry at people as well as he should, but he doesn't, and same thing with Captain Sandy, actually. The captains don't get upset. Sandy doesn't even hardly ever get angry even, but Captain Lee gets angry sometimes. But they don't ever get, like, upset. You know how there's, like, a difference? Like, I'm pissed off at you, but, I'm not gonna, like, freak out that the world is ending, I just think that's great. That's probably one of the best qualities you can have as a captain. So that's both Captain Lee and Captain Sandy. So, you know who isn't on my all-star deck crew who I would love? I mean, who I used to love. I don't love anymore, and that would be Eddie. Remember Eddie? And I used to love Eddie so much until that last season when he hooked up with Rocky. I know that's really bad, but I just lost it. And it's not that he hooked up with her. It's that he chose her to cheat on his girlfriend with. That was the issue. It wasn't that he, whatever. That's up to him. But, the fact that he did that, that was just kind of, it wasn't so much that it was Rocky. It was that he was cheating on his girlfriend on camera. It was not a good look. It really wasn't. So I was disappointed in Eddie, and that sort of killed any, attraction that I had. I thought he was so hot, It's okay. He's not gay anyway, so it doesn't matter, but I'm sure he could probably give a shit what some gay guy in Vegas says. But I'm just saying, Okay, so anyway, moving on. Oh my God, and Rocky, what a bitch for telling Amy right away, because, the season before, Amy talked about how she had a crush on Eddie, and I bet you she's glad that nothing ever happened, because she could have been that girlfriend getting cheated on with Rocky. Now, that would have been devastating, whatever, but I'm sure she's probably over it now. She does, she's got a new boyfriend, so I'm assuming that she's over it. I would have been over it when Rocky told me that they were hooking up. Why would you go tell Amy of all people? What a fucking bitch. That pisses me off. Ugh. Okay, so anyways, back to Below Deck this past episode, last week. They had a party for the charter guests, and they had a Polynesian-themed party. Now, normally, Bruno was very critical of the interior this episode. Very critical. And I love Kate. I love Kate because she was like, can you please do me a favor and go tell Captain Lee everything that you would have done differently, right? Because he was acting kind of weird, and then she was asking, what he thought of the party, and he was like, the food is great, the food is wonderful, and she's like, everything else? And he's like, the outside looks like crap. Now, I give Bruno credit for telling Kate straight to her face that, he didn't say he was talking shit about her, but he said that he felt a certain kind of way, and I give him credit for that. I don't think I would ever want to tussle with Kate like that, though. I guess Bruno is not as bad as Jen in terms of getting to Kate, because Bruno doesn't technically work for Kate. Jen does, so she's sort of responsible for Jen's work, so, it's a little bit more frustrating when she gets, flack from Jen, but Bruno, she chewed him up and spit him out real quick. And not only that, but by the end of the episode, and this is actually where I'm giving Bruno a little bit of credit, because Bruno was like, I messed up when I was talking about the interior crew, and I did not know all of that they have to go through, and, he was, he's like, I was very humbled by this past charter cruise. So, oh my God, and then Captain Lee, for that Polynesian party, Captain Lee comes out, and he is wearing this Polynesian outfit where it's like a grass skirt and like just, I think, what, maybe it was like a puka shell necklace or maybe it was like a palm frond. I don't remember, but he looked, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he felt ridiculous when he first put it on, but it really made the difference to the charter guests. Because here's the thing, when Captain Lee actually, okay, because the reason why Bruno was so featured is there was a charter guest that kept flirting with Bruno, and the charter guest, you know, Captain Lee couldn't leave the dock because the weather was so bad out in the ocean. So what he did was, you know, because all they did was fucking bitch about everything. Why would you serve me two different seafood? I mean, like, if you're in the Caribbean and you don't say on your preference sheet, don't serve me two seafood meals in one day, how would you know? I mean, if he serves shrimp one meal and then, you know, salmon another or something like that, like, if you don't not like seafood or said, or have a specific, I mean, like, that just pissed me off too. That was really obnoxious. But Captain Lee, smart man. He got a couple of the guys that wanted the boat. He's like, let's go look in, you want to come with me? We're going to go look in the ocean to see if the weather's good enough. And the weather was awful. They were soaked. Like, it was like the waves were so big that when he went out on the tender, they were just getting pummeled with ocean. It was great, though. I'm not going to lie. It felt really good. And Captain Lee was like, see, sometimes you've got to just show them. You can't tell them. You've got to show them. And, I mean, that's why he's a captain. He's great. I love me some Captain Lee. Oh, and at the very beginning of the episode, Nico hurt himself. Like, literally, like, within, like, the first 5 minutes of the show, Nico's like, oh my god, I gotta go to the hospital. Like, he was like, and I give him credit because he was like, I need to go to the hospital. He knew right away. So they took him to the hospital, and he was in a sling. His arm was in a sling. And, you know, he met the charter guest, but then he was scheduled to bed rest. So he didn't actually do this charter. So EJ actually had full run of the deck crew, and things went very smoothly. And that's really upsetting that he's leaving. He hasn't left yet. But, I mean, I love me some EJ. God damn it. Anyways. Thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Below Deck to talk Below Deck, or you can also hashtag Days to talk Days of Our Lives, which I'm doing next. And you can also hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. Thank you so much for logging on today, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.